precision. Feel the scratch. Listen to the effects. Music and video. It's time to mix live. Pioneer DJ presents.
Live from Atlanta, it's the Lucas Chat Podcast.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting Lucas Chat Podcast. This is E3 2018 address. We're going to talk about Sony's press conference with yours, Tyrus Lester here. Hopefully you guys are ready for this. Now, there has been some debate to see which press conference was better. Was it Xbox or was it Sony? Now, Xbox has some good things. They have some good games, some very exciting games. But I believe Sony has kicked ass yet again for this press conference. Let me show you. Because they started in a church. In a church, they had a guy playing a guitar, well, I'm guessing banjo, to play one of the themes from the hit game, The Last of Us Part 2. And as we're showing you guys gameplay right now, man, The Last of Us Part 2 looks very exciting. It looks very, very promising for us. Of course, you get to see more intimacy between Ellie. That's all we saw at E3. We only saw Ellie. So I think they're wanting us to believe that this is just an Ellie-oriented story. Of course, we will see Troy Baker's own Joel in the game because he's in the first trailer that we saw way back when. So he's in the game. I think our focus will be more towards Ellie. Of course, very, very exciting to see that this game, Neil Druckmann, he's telling the story within this game. It's very, very exciting to see it, and we saw gameplay of it. We saw them two kids that was so romantic, trying to get into that role, and she loved that kid, as you see. And as you trans over, and you trans over the cutscene, and she's strangling one of the enemies, and then that begins the gameplay. So it's just very, very exciting. It seems like it wasn't easy. She struggled to kill the guy. So it's really good to see that the acting really develops in this game. This is what makes it a good game. And I must say, for all video game developers, and we talked about this one, that if you make a good game, if the cutscene is just really fantastic and you're just involved into it, and then it evolves right into a gameplay sequence. That makes a good game to me. I really do enjoy this game. I enjoyed the first one, and I'm really going to enjoy the second one. Again, Naughty Dog does it again. Naughty Dog's just good at these type of games. And I'm really glad to see that they're back in the industry. They did Uncharted 4, and then they did Uncharted 4, The Lost Legacy. Now they're coming back with The Last of Us Part 2. So I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us in the future. Really, really excited to see that, we're focusing on Ellie. Ellie's the same voice actor, but she's much, much older. She's not a little kid anymore. She's much, much older. She's almost like an adult. So you get to see the background story of her after the fact. So after the years have grown and after she's grown up a little bit, you get to see more styles of her. And you get to see what else she can do to the series. So it's very, very exciting to see that, where we're doing something. They're doing something so unique like that. And to see how this game really evolved. And they really focused so much on this game. They really did. And then the next game that most fans are excited about, I'm excited about. And I think I heard Kennedy say that he might get a PlayStation 4 just because of this game. But the new hit Spider-Man game, this game kicks ass. It really does kick ass because it's a really good game. Kennedy said that he's upset that this is only a PlayStation 4 exclusive when it really should be both exclusive of PlayStation 4 and Xbox. But this game really does hit the punch here. Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man game, you're really going all full contact within this game. It's really epic. You're really playing it out. You're really playing a pretty popular role. And it's really fast-paced. So Insomnia really did a really, really good job of this kind of game because it's not your typical Spider-Man game that we played in the past. You have all of these different games coming out, and to see that this game really rocks with the story. As you see here, there's more gameplay coming up, and it's just really, really exciting. You hear and see the fast pace of Spider-Man and what a Spider-Man game should be. I played Spider-Man games in the past, and they wasn't as fast as this game was right here. And of course, you got all new combos that you're going through, and then you get to see all of these different characters like Electro and Rhino and Scorpion. You're seeing all these characters come back, seeing all of them coming back into the storyline, and then you're seeing all of these characters coming back, and they're going after Peter Parker and the whole city. So it's just really, really cool. You get to see the new character of Yuri. I don't really know her background as of yet, but it's very, very exciting to see what else she can do. And then towards the end of the story mode, as you guys are going to be able to see, that towards the end of the story mode, this game is really fast-paced. We're looking at gameplay right now. You're greeted with Spider-Man needing some help. He's getting his ass kicked with all these people. And surprisingly, that he's handling them very kind of well, but then they're going to be beat up. Spider-Man goes down, and then they're going to see another character. We don't know who that other character is. My predictions were either Miles of the hit new Spider-Man, animated Spider-Man into the webverse or something. That's the name of that movie. So our take, we analyzed here at K.L.P Entertainment, that we're thinking that it's either Miles, the other Spider-Man, Miles, I forgot his last name, or Iron Man, Tony Stark Iron Man. Because if you can go back, Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man was in that movie, so it could have been two of those characters. You know, we never know. It could have been two of those characters. Again, this next game here is fucking weird, I must say. And this game here is, I forgot the name of this game, but it's like you're using a baby to use to power supply. When I first saw that first cutscene and you're in a woman's womb and you see the baby moving around, that scared the shit out of me. And Kennedy can agree to it. It scared him too, like, because with us we're just not, I don't know, that's a weird game. It's really weird, I must say. And I don't think I'm ever gonna buy that game because that stuff just freaks me out. And I guess I get it when they're trying to be different in the video game world and they're trying to be more creative. And I really do applaud the director being more creative for this game here. But it's just weird. I must say, it's just a really, really weird game, and I don't get it. I hate to say that because somebody's probably going to buy this game. They're gonna get the game. I don't get it. Kennedy doesn't get it. We just don't get this kind of game. I guess because when we saw the first cutscene, we were just kind of drawn out about it, and we just didn't, I didn't appreciate it that much. But it's a weird game, and it's Death Stranding. That's the name of the game. Death Stranding. We're probably gonna do a negative podcast over this one day because it's just pretty weird. It's really fucking weird. I must say. I'm sorry to be cussing like that, but it's just weird. This next game here. Oh my god! This next game I anticipated, and I am so ready for it. And Kennedy's ready for it, and I think I am going to screw him over to get a PlayStation 4 because he doesn't have a PlayStation 4. He just has Xbox. This game here. You're set in China. Let me get the game name for this game because I kind of forgot the name of the game. But you're playing a samurai. You're fighting big boss battles. And this game is really, really cool. Let's see if we can get this game here. Get the name of this game because I really forgot the name of this game. But it's really, really fun to play. Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima from Sucker Punch. Now, Sucker Punch, as you guys know, Sucker Punch. They've been rolling, really. They really have been rolling with this game. Of course, if you guys remember Sucker Punch was the ex-producer of Sly Cooper series. They produced Sly Cooper 1, 2, and 3. They didn't do 4, but 1, 2, and 3. And then they're coming back in a huge way to do this kind of game. The Ghost of Tsushima. This game looks really fun. You're going around, you're a samurai, you're fighting, and you go around this world, and it's so beautifully designed. As you see in the background, there's Tsushima and one of the enemies they're fighting. In the background, there's fire, the leaves going everywhere. It's beautifully designed. And I'm really, really stoked to see this kind of game and see how this game is going to get developed. Honestly, PlayStation, they really got some really good games for PlayStation 4. They didn't really have too many games as Microsoft did. But they really did have exciting games that most people are most anticipated about and talked about around the world. So I'm really, really stoked to see that Sony has these great games coming out, minus Death Stranding. I'm sorry if you are a Death Stranding fan. I'm sorry, but that game just sucks. It looks weird. It feels weird. I don't get it. But minus that game, they also have these different games to come up in the future. But I'm really, really, really excited to see what they anticipated with that for sure for PlayStation 4 and Sony. So that'll do it for the E3 2018 address from Sony. Of course, come back later on. Me and Kennedy, we're going to come back together to talk about Bethesda, Square Enix, and EA to come back together at a joint podcast to talk about those E3s. This weekend, we wanted to cover Sony and Microsoft because those are the main hitters. That's what majority of people, gamers, have, either a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One. So hopefully you guys are ready to hear back from us. We're coming back together to finish off the E3 address. Comment below. Let us know what you think of the podcast so far. Let us know, who do you think won E3? Was it Sony or Microsoft? You guys comment below and we will respond. And if you're listening to the great K.L.P. X93.3 FM radio, we really do appreciate that. And hopefully you guys enjoy the radio station as well. And also on SoundCloud at K.L.P. Entertainment. This has been your CFO of K.L.P. Entertainment and the host of the Lucas Chat Podcast Sony E3 2018 address. Travis Lister here. See you next time.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the precision, feel the scratch, listen to the effects, music and video. It's time to mix live. Pioneer DJ presents.
Live from Atlanta, it's the Lucas Chat Podcast.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.